What's up, Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Let me finish getting set up here so I can actually look at your guys' comments and stuff. So I think that's the main thing right now. Get that all situated. And then, yeah, we'll go right there. Hold on one second. Trying to get everything all situated right now. So... But other than that, how is everybody doing this morning? I cannot see your comments right now. Hold on one second. I am getting that set up right now, which I thought I did already, which doesn't make no sense. So we'll see. My computer is not working with me either today, so we'll see that on that one too. So I'm gonna have to look at the TV screen for this for most of the way. But mainly today, let's talk about what's going on in Colorado and then what's going on the other side of the world. Over there in Australia, we got the Worlds that just happened last night. So a couple of us stayed up all night last night watching the Worlds. And I don't know what is up with my computer right now. Well, we'll see. I'm trying to get this live going right now. Ooh. All right, let's see. All right, there we go. We are live right now. All right. Let's see if we can get up there right now. All right, cool. Wearing my pink and black and blue blessed shirt from Hawaii. So, and it looks like that's where my next trip is taking me. So there is some RC racing out there and stuff, and not as much as I would like to see, for the simple fact that I want to say it's been let me get this out of the way. Over there, it's hard. One, it's expensive in Hawaii. Anything and everything is expensive in Hawaii. For those that have gone to Hawaii, anything and everything is expensive there. I went to high school there and graduated there. My home away from home, pretty much Wahiawa area, Schofield Barracks area, right there in the middle of the island. And I'll tell you what, it's golly. I was just there in March, and I'll tell you what, just parking in the garage over at the hotel was $68 a day, and that was far by ridiculous. So I'm trying to get my computer up. I don't know what's going on. But if you guys are in the chat, say hi, say good morning. Again, want to talk about the Worlds, see what happened, what goes on, stuff like that. And I don't know, I can't see, I don't know what happened to my computer. My computer is acting wonky. If you guys are on, go ahead, leave a comment real quick so I can see that you guys are on, so I can see that there are comments. I'm looking at the TV. I'm trying to get my computer up right now. So, yesterday we had Lou Tech on. We had Kurt on. I think Corey was on. He was incognito in a sense. But I was talking with Corey last night. And as we were watching the Worlds, Lou Tech and Kurt, we're all watching the Worlds last night in two-wheel drive. I'm going to tell you right now, Brock took the world champion with Schumacher as his main sponsor, and yeah, well deserved for Schumacher. Team Associated came in second and third. I know I was going for Bata at that moment, but Rivkin came out of nowhere, and I want to say in the last part of it got really aggressive. But again, that's the name of the game for the Worlds going on in Australia. And I'll tell you what, yesterday, the wind was a big factor in that. The wind was a super big factor in that. And golly, I'll tell you what, it was pretty cool just to see all that stuff. So right now, I'm still getting the computer up, hoping to see comments on the TV. I haven't seen any comments yet. Let me see if I see anything real quick. Live chat, I don't see anything on there. Give a like. Yep, there we go. Cool. All right. So if you guys are watching, say good morning, say hi. I just want to know if you guys are alive. But again, yesterday the Worlds was awesome to watch. I want to say the races from F main going all the way down to the A main. There were some super duper close races. It was cool to see Scott and his daughter racing, to include his son-in-law as well too. That was awesome to see the family, and I'm sure there's a couple other families that were out there as well too. I know Botter brought his mom and dad out there, and yeah, it was actually pretty cool to see that how well the families are so supportive of the hobby itself. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, why is this not streamed on like ESPN or anything like that? Because I want to say a couple of days ago, I was watching breakdancing, b-boy. No, don't get me wrong, I love breakdancing. I love the b-boy factor and stuff like that. But they were on ESPN. So there's no reason why RC, because it is a pure sport in itself. Granted, it is a hobby, no different from b-boying. It's a hobby, but yeah, I don't see why it shouldn't be. Put the mains on there. Show the mains, and then highlight reels of the quals and stuff like that. I think that would be an awesome idea for ESPN to do and throw it in there. You got medias out there, like the No Name Podcast, Lefty and them. Scotty, I'm definitely sure Scotty can push it. So, and he's been around for a long, long time. So I'm sure there's a lot of history in the RC car racing. There's a lot of cool drivers that actually become drivers in the RC car world. So I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing to be on ESPN or even ESPN too. I don't see why not. We have to watch it via YouTube, which is not a problem because it's right there. Like I'm watching myself right now on YouTube. But I tell you what, it'd be cool to see that mainstream, and it'll probably get more people into the hobby. Again, recapping from the Worlds, but before that, we had the Georgia Peach State Classic, and watching the homies on there. I was watching Justin Simonson, I was watching Joe, guys from the Extreme RC Raceway, the Charleston area. They were there racing. I saw Brian Johnson and David Olson, Drake Boyd. So a couple of the people that I've met and talked to while I was over there in South Carolina. And I'm going to tell you right now, kids are like dominating in the 8-scale world. And it's cool to see it also in the Worlds. And that's what I was leading up to, was in the Worlds there were also kids as well too, of all ages. And it's very, very neat to see. But yesterday, man, I didn't realize how many mains there was for two-wheel drive. I'm talking two-wheel drive. Granted, Team Associated was very, very close. Very, very close. They were gunning it, and but well-deserved to Brock with Schumacher and golly, much obliged. And Corey and I have talked before. Yeah, A through Z main, right? A through Z main. Corey and I talked last night, or we've talked before, and I love the Schumacher platform. I've built a couple of those cars before already, and they're very, very smooth. I've driven Andre Paseco's car. Oh man, super duper smooth. Associated always in competition with Schumacher. It's like those two main rivals, but I can't count out Low C. I can't count out X-Rays too, because man, those are some heavy hitters right there. And I'm not sure. There was a guy on the chat last night. He kept on asking if there were any TLRs. Kurt, you're a TLR guy. How many TLRs were out there yesterday? I'm not going based off of numbers and stuff, but I wanted to see how many people were actually supporting the TLR pack. I think, yeah, it's just they're failing from grace. Now Kyosho just came out with the new 8 scale, the MP11, and you got Phelan Nguyen and Ryan. They're both one of the head guys that are leading the Kyosho way. Ryan's due for a win in the 8 scale world. That's just my opinion. But Kyosho needs to come back. But the problem is, I don't know. Kyosho USA, their focus right now is Mini Z. The Focus is Mini Z. So, 4 to 5 of them. Okay, so that's a pretty good amount in my, for a TLR, especially when they're coming out with the new vehicle. And King. Oh, that's right. I did forget about King. King is a TLR guy. So, golly, my computer is still not coming up. No, there we go. Finally. All right. But anyways, yeah. I did watch King yesterday, and I did not realize that he drove. I did not realize he drove a TLR. Is Dakota Fenn driving a TLR? Do you know, Kurt? Do you know if he's driving a TLR? So Fenn wasn't on his A game yesterday, but again, he's more of an 8 scale guy. So instead of 5.0, the X point. Oh, they were driving the 5.0, the Elite then. Oh, X-ray for Dakota. Okay, is he driving X-ray 8 scale then? Okay. I don't know. We'll see. X-ray has their 8 scale. That makes me wonder. I haven't been really following that much on that portion. Huh. Yeah, X-ray, they had a big turnout. But then again, every time I watch X-ray period at any of the events, they have like the biggest attendance of anybody. They have the biggest attendance. They are huge. Someone stated yesterday it was all the Horizon drivers went over to X-ray. So, yeah. Let's see. Hey, how did that promotion go yesterday? Promotion did go pretty well yesterday for that new Sergeant First Class. Hey, calm down. You're knocking over my RC stuff. So, let's see. I'm still trying to get the computer up. I still haven't scrubbed this, which I need to do. So, again, the Worlds yesterday, myself, Kurt, Corey, Lutek, hey, we were all on last night, late, watching the Worlds. It wasn't that late. It was like close to midnight-ish on our part, but watching the Worlds, and yeah, I want to say there was some close, tight racing and some white-knuckle driving there, and I'll tell you right now, the wind was like a big, huge factor. The double going into the hook, that's another big factor. That's the game changer, in my opinion. I thought it would be, the cones are too, but the double is the make or break because you can send it. And we saw a couple that were trying to send it. Kurt and I were probably sitting on the edge of the chair just like, oh my God, these guys are sending it. But again, Brock, well deserved. The Schumacher, again, I've built that platform numerous times and I love that car. I just got to get over the split front chassis, but the cool thing with that is you could shorten the wheelbase forward and back with Schumacher on the LD3, as opposed to Team Associated. Oh, we got to add spacers in our arms and stuff to move it forward and back, and or get the short chassis, which I'm using here. I'm using the -4 chassis on this one. So Schumacher, they just incorporated everything. The only problem is you hit something which you shouldn't be hitting, that definitely is going to damage the car. So yeah, it's either get a new Losi or get a Schumacher. I'm still debating on one of the two, but again, I'm probably leaning more towards the Schumacher aspect of things because I do love the Schumacher itself. Be cool to drive another platform unless I got that company out there. There's a company out there. I hope to God, because I kind of seen it. I kind of did not see it, but I did hear it. And if they do come out with their own platform, I'm all over that like white on rice. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to be all over that platform like white on rice, talking with them about it. But again, the B7 has their new 3-gear transmission coming out with their new updated version already, the T7. And the SE7. Obviously, everybody knows Losi came out with their carpet variation of the stadium truck. So again, and I'm sure Kurt's waiting to get that dang thing. So we'll see. I'm still trying to get on the net. Good God, this computer, Lord. But other than that, everybody, I hope you guys are having a great morning. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's mild, pretty good. Yeah, it is. It is a pretty consistent. That Corey did tell me it's a very consistent car. I hear from Chad and Rob Catnett, mainly Rob. Rob likes it a lot. They're both TLR drivers that are up in Denver. They did come down to the arena a lot, but Yeah, they love that new platform a lot. So I saw a couple other cars out there. Kurt, I know you're a big fan. Dude, I was actually rooting on the rear motor cars from yesterday in the higher mains, I should say, and it was actually good to see a rear motor car out there. I had my buddy Colin out there in South Carolina. He drives a rear motor car. Don't get me wrong, he does have his B7, but he drives his rear motor car because it's loose out there in South Carolina, and that car dominates. And I'll probably I need to get an old school body for this. The old school, like the old school B4 style body. And I do got my B4 down there, but the B4 was wider on that. Yes, the Masami replica was putting in some work. Big time. Again, mad respect. I used to tease Kurt on that. Why are you using a rear motor car? Why are you using the B5M? And you know what? I redact. I redact. Those guys are still doing very well with those things, with those platforms, depending on the condition. I'm going to say the rear motor is not a carpet-friendly car unless you add a lot of weight on top of that servo. And but other than that, again, back to the roots. Rear motor car all day, every day. Again, there's an RC10 GT pan car, a repop I do want to probably get from over there at Extreme RC Raceway. So Tim, if you're watching this, that RC10 associated up there on top of the shelf there, that beautiful paint job one. I'll probably want that one on top of the boat in the back. I'll get the boat in the back as well too, that sailboat. So something that's my USA. The sailboat will be my USA on that. Let me see if I can get this internet up. But again, watching yesterday the Worlds, which was awesome and stuff, and yeah, it was. Don't get me wrong, it was slow with the qualifications and stuff. Um, yeah, that is true. Same reason why people hate front-wheel drive Civics. But again, I'll go in relationship to that. But you got front-wheel drive Civics hitting in the sixes, so again, yes, there is more of a setup that needs to be done as opposed to a rear-wheel drive mid-motor or whatever hitting sixes already. Waiting for them to hit fives. I think there's a lot of work that needs to go into fives, and I'll tell you right now, knocking off a tenth of a second is already a pain in the butt as it is racing this stuff. So again, yeah, I feel you on that, but a lot more setup and a lot more money. So hence why I really haven't played with my Red Bull that much. I don't want to murder it. Granted, it's a fully built motor, but it's not reliable. I've driven it here and there, and it's not a should have let her know that I was on live, and I need to get this out. But again, the topics, the 4G63. I don't know. I built some 4G63 platforms, and yes, they are beasts, but I think they're better in the 4 or 500 range. I've seen some that are over 1,000. I've helped build over 1,000 horsepower plus ones. I've helped build 800 horsepower ones over at my old area, work area and stuff. And I tell you right now, the reliability sucks. And there's so much more moving components. Again, all-wheel drive. No different from the Honda's doing all-wheel drive too. It's just so much more moving components. It's harder. So again, yeah, I get it. But going on here in Colorado, if you guys not have seen LRC, Graham Hill, Techno sponsor, main manager for here in this region, he just posted his the Race of the Rockies podium picks. He just posted those, and it's actually pretty cool seeing everybody there. He is a big pusher of the younger generation, the kids that are driving out there. I'm seeing more and more over there at Graham Hill. You got Eric Adams over at Moore. I'm sure he's got another probably event coming up here shortly, because Eric Adams always has cool events coming up. Some niche events. He's got some cool events coming up. I'm sure he does. Probably in relation to Halloween or something. So we'll see. We'll see what Eric Adams comes up with. You got JT JT out there doing his oval thing. He's got brand new carpet. Go ahead, check him out. He's also up in Denver. 5280. Again, we got the Mini Z World Cup coming up here shortly. Up at 5280 for my Mini Z racers. I know there's a couple locals here in Colorado Springs that are going to be racing that event. So good luck to y'all. Hope to see Maldonado up there. I hope Maldonado heads up there again, because I tell you right now, there's so many little platforms out there right now that are, golly, it's kind of hard to say which ones to go to, because in these days, I want to say with the RC world, especially in the let's go two-wheel drive buggy, it comes down to user preference. They're pretty much, they all drive in the same manner. You know, a wheel's a wheel, the arms are arms, the turnbuckles are turnbuckles. But again, they have their little niche things, and I want to say it comes down to user preference. Hey, go wrestle up there. But other than that, I want to say it's actually pretty cool to see that all the brands, and it comes down to user preference, and then it comes down to driver mod, and there's so many things. Again, I love all the platforms. I'm a big fan of them, especially being around at the arena and stuff. Granted, I am an associated guy. For 8 scale, I drive techno, because I'm not used to the pillow ball setup. But then again, I got pillow ball for the TC8, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I love my MI9 Schumacher. So I got my Schumacher products, both my pan cars and my touring car, for the LMH, they're Schumachers. So yeah, I like them both. Golly, I'm trying to, oh, there we go. Let's see what we got here. YouTube. I don't know what's been going on. This computer's so slow, so I do need to scrub it and stuff. So we'll see what's up. All right. It's an older computer, so again, Corey's helping me out. I'll say there's a program out there I got to be learning and studying on top of all my work classes I got to do today. So we'll see how that goes too. Yeah, hey, there's some awesome trophies that the world's had, huh? Big old cups. Reminds me of Russ Johnson's big old cup that he has. Yeah, that was Jake. He was cheering on Russ Johnson as soon as I said his name. He was like, "Yeah, he got a big cup." Hey, stop it. All right. But again, going back, let's see. 5280, again, they got their Mini Z World Cup going on. They're also doing carpet off-road, and they got carpet on-road. So I don't know the whole schedule. I need to write all this down or screenshot it and save it, so that way I can put it on here and talk to you guys about it for those that are interested and stuff. Hobby Eplex up there, they're also doing their racing. They got new carpet. I want to say months and months ago they just got new carpet and stuff, so go ahead, check them out as well. Coming down here to the Springs, Matt Kyle. It's already October 2nd. 10 more days, second to the last 8 scale racing for the season over at Matt Kyle's over at Faster Laps. Alright, so over at Faster Laps will be the second to the last race, or club race I should say, so I hope to see you guys out there. I do need to make it out there to Grams, so hopefully I get to go out there as well too. There we go, now we're on. So we'll get out there as well. Then we have Cole's Hobbies right there. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it was a big old distraction. I have to get the dogs back upstairs. Sorry about that. They're right there next to the microphone, and they sound like a bunch of gremlins. So I guess when you got 6 pugs and a Frenchie, it becomes havoc, like a bunch of little 2-year-olds running around the house. Again, coming down to Matt Kyle's, I was just talking about Faster Laps, October 12th, coming up, club racing, 8 scale. 5th scale, short course truck, and I'll tell you right now, the last one, he had a huge turnout with fish scale. And those things, I used to have a fish scale. I had two fish scales. And one was electric and one was nitro. I had a 5T. And I'll tell you right now, those things, man, you get hit by one of those. And I want to say little Richie has fallen victim to one of those things getting hit. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of carnage going on underneath the table. That's yeah. Those I tell you what, them pugs. They sound. I don't know. They got some of the most unique noises in the world of any little animal out there. Four-legged, hairy, furry things. So, yeah, I love my little pugs. Never a fan of them until I met my younger brother's pug, and that was it. Fell in love with them. My girl loves them a lot too. So, mm. But then we go down to Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. Um, Apparently it was brought to my attention. There is some type of race that's trying to get planned. I'm not sure. I got to talk to Cole on that, see what's going on. It's supposed to be some big race. We'll see. I was. I'll be forward here shortly. We'll see what happens with that. I brought that up with Corey yesterday. I talked to him about that. I got to talk to Cole about it. So I'll probably give Cole. If you're watching Cole, I'll probably give you a call here shortly about that, and talk to you about that and see what's going on because I gotta see if I'm gonna be here or not. Because I was just told sometime here mid October I'm gonna be gone, and yeah, we'll see what happens from there. So again, work wise, but yes, he does have. They just did some one RC racing, and yeah, I see Taylor. Taylor's like dominating in 1RC over there at Cole's. Just saw their little podium picks. Again, on Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, if you guys go to the group page or his Facebook page, he has a whole schedule set out. Now, it is a complex schedule, but it's very easy to read. I want to say there's only two different types of genres of racing that goes on the same day but at different times of the day. So I was talking to Cole about that yesterday, where he has 1RC starting at 1 and then 6 goes to on road or off road. I forgot what. I think it's on road. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool how he has it set up that way. It's just you're staying very, very busy with that. So again, if you guys don't know, the 1RC cars, um, they're pretty small for what they are. I don't. I want to say they're like a 118 scale, a 118 or yeah, I want to say like the 118ish scale, and the oval racing very 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 strict on the rules with racing with those things. Pretty much more strict than Roar because these guys, your tech inspectors for like the world's type championships or the national championships, well, they take apart your whole car and you got to put it all back together again. So again, yeah, that's a big thing with 1RC. That was another thing Corey and I were talking about. It's just like I couldn't. I like the concept. I like it. It's just I don't know. I just could not get into it for some odd reason. And I respect those guys that do. Now I do like the big scale 110 scale oval racing. Or Randy got me into that, and I wasn't expecting him to do that. He let my son drive an oval uh, sprint car, and then my son was hooked on it because how fast it was going. You're just going, but again, it comes down to choosing that right line, that awesome right line. So yeah, we'll see. But I don't know. I'll get out there. I need to get out to JT's. I need to get out to Cole's. I need to get out to all these places. I've already been out to Matt's already, and I got Zach. Zach already. He's already on my butt about getting up there to Graham's spot and checking out Graham. So again, I have not met Graham in person yet, but I will speak of their track and support all tracks, all our racers, all our shops and everything. I will support them here in Colorado, and yeah, we just got to keep it alive here. Keep the community strong, keep it going, and keep it live. All right, so that's what I'm here for. Give you guys all that latest and greatest news. Hope you just see some of y'all on here. I do miss a lot of you guys out there. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I haven't seen Paulie in a while. Just did recently, not too long ago, seeing John, um, Jason, uh, Big Rich, Matt Kyle, all those guys out there, and Swerve. It was good to see them and come back to the racing with them on 8 scale. Where it's still brand new to me, very very new to me. All right, so yeah, Kurt, are you at work right now, Kurt? Or what are you doing? You just chilling on your phone right now, or just at work? I think Luchak said he might come on, but he's doing work stuff. I tell you right now, my wife, she makes great coffee. Love it. So not burnt. Just very tasteful. Not like that military coffee from the Mermites. So, but other than that, like I said, Pikes Peak RC Arena, we got four-wheel drive Worlds coming up here shortly. So that'll be another thing to watch. That's going to be super duper fast. Right now, I think there's a lot of platforms out there that are new. So Team Associated has their new platform. I'm sure they're Rivkin and all them. Um, uh, they're driving that. Schumacher has a new four-wheel drive system out there as well too. No longer belt. I do like the belt though. It's very smooth. Very. I like that belt system that they had. But now they're into the shaft drive now. And then you have I want to say X-Ray came out with a new one as well too. So yeah, um, there's a lot there's a lot of new platforms out there that we'll see. I don't think. Hey, Kurt, does TLR have a new four-wheel drive buggy out yet, or are they still using the old platform? So again, that's another thing to watch as well too. And if we saw some rear motor cars out there, I wouldn't put it past anybody if anybody was out there driving a B44. Okay, so I'm sure there's going to be a couple B71s out there, some 7.2 champion editions out there, and I'm sure the new one as well will be out there as well too. Yes, wishing I was racing after watching the Worlds. Yes, I didn't care. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I wouldn't mind uh, driving the track and stuff like that. And I tell you right now, watching the Worlds, uh, you were commenting too, Kurt, where being outdoors, anything can be the game changer. We saw the double double was like the biggest thing. So the 22X4, okay, it's still the same. Okay, the double double was like the big game changer. But coming to that double double, man, the wind was picking up super duper quick, super heavy, and you saw some cars sailing off to the direction of the vehicle. So if the wind was blowing this way, it was pushing that vehicle, and there was a couple sketchy moments. I want to say two major mid-air collisions, which cost positions. So again, that was another thing Corey and I talked about offline. Um, did the wind push him over and wreck the car mid-air? And like they said, like Scotty said, you can't really control mid-air, sideways or whatever, unless you're whipping it or whatever. But again, it was a whip. It was a clip of the wing. And then somebody mentioned, well, they need to paint their wings so they can see them. I don't know. Not many people paint wings these days. I used to be a big fan of painting wings. I know 8 scale, all the wings are like a solid plastic. Very few run Lexan wings. But, oh, you know what? I don't know if the church, I heard somebody was taking care of it, but again, the B4 or Bandit. No, I take your B4 out. And if you do take your B4 out, man, I'll go ahead and prep. And I tell you right now, let me see, where is it at? I do have, where is it at? Oh, man, where is it at? Is it down here? Let me check real quick. 1 second. Let me see if I have it. Oh, man. Oh, I thought I did have it. Okay, so I had to go underneath the desk. I do have a motors. I'm going to see if I have it. I know I have it in this one. I'll probably take it out of this one, chat. I'll probably take it out of this vehicle right here. I'm going to bring up the old Huddy bag. Kurt, you're going to get a kick out of this because I know you own one. Let's see. All right. So, yes. I have my old TC3 here, and I do have a Reedy motor on here, and it's a modified motor, so I should put this on the B5. Or the B4. I got my B4, so I should put it on the B4. But I have a bunch of these motors. I don't know what I did with the all right. Yes, I do have it here. I'm gonna get yelled at because I didn't tell her that I was going live, so I'm definitely gonna get yelled at. Uh, okay, so Kurt, I got some old school. I got a BNR bullet here, and I got a Reedy modified here. These are all my old brushless motors. So magnets are still very strong on them. Still very strong. So I should put these in the B4 and put them in the B5. Just no. You know what? I'll put a brushless in the B5, and then I'll put a brushed, modified uh, Reedy inside there. Golly, this is when their address used to be on Cadillac Avenue, Costa Mesa, California. So wow, this is I think I redid the brushes and the commutators on this, cleaning them up. Yes, I did. I put brand new brushes on there. So yeah. So yes, Reedy brushed. Reedy. I think it's a double wind. I want to say it's a double wind. Hold on one second. Oh, it is a double wind. Now my BNR bullet, I don't know. I'm not sure. I am not sure on which one this one has. I know I put new brushes in this one too. This one has the double braid uh, on the brush right there. So yeah, and then I have to solder the little things right there because I had extras of them. So they're all still in the little bag. So I was like, wait a minute, how come nobody put the little transistors on there? But yeah, uh, old school classic motors, old black cans. So we'll see. We'll see with the gold end bells. But yeah, that is the biggest thing right there. I'll probably will put together a B4 and also do my B5. Definitely been wanting to clean up the B5 because I know there's no oil in the shocks. I can feel that right now, and then fix the camber. Um, just kind of updated. I put the B7 body on here, and it kind of fit. And I do have another body down there that I can put on this thing. Yeah, good old graphite chassis. Not graphite, probably fiberglass, but yeah, old school. Old school. Oh man. And my servo mounts jumping all over the place. I'm gonna separate these real quick. Yep, and put that right there for safekeeping. But yeah, I like this. This is when they were simple, and yeah, I'll go ahead and update this and clean the bearings on this, oil them. I'll have a blast with this. This is the ones that use those weird packs, but I'm sure our little mini packs will go right on here just fine. So yeah, I think I'll do the B5 in a brushless setup. So back in car, cool Trini and LRP stuff. I do have a Novak ESC somewhere. I got a rooster. I got a rooster somewhere. I gotta find that thing. I gotta find it. I do got a rooster that will definitely go inside the B4. But the B5, yeah, I think I'm going to go brushless in that. Go very simple. I'll probably put, what do I got here? What motor is this? I got a 17.5 I can put in here. I think that'd be too much. I'll probably go, no, I'll probably put I got a 13.5. No, that's too much too. Probably either a 17.5 or a 21.5. I got a 21.5 or a 17.5. So one of the two I'll probably put in there just to go have some fun on the dirt. Most likely it'll probably be the 17.5 that will go on there. I still got some of my cool off-road tires that are still on there. Real soft nubbies. I want to say, what tires are these? These are Proline blockades. So again, this will be good for the dirt and stuff. So I'm not a, I know they got their clay tracks, and a lot of people use slicks, the ninjas, the lugs, whatever. So yeah, I'll go on in this. It's crazy because looking at my B4 and then looking at my B5, they got the little foam things right where the little ball cups go to keep the dust out of them, which is crazy. I still got the foams on there. So that's pretty trippy. All right, but other than that, yeah, probably I want to say that this one, yeah, this one's still good. The transmission's still good. I'll probably go through it, clean it all up, clean all the bearings, and you know what? I think Kurt and I think Ziggy will probably be on board with this. We'll bring back some rear motor madness, some buggies, because I do love my rear motor cars, and I know Ziggy has one. I know you have one, Kurt, and then yeah, I think we should make it a thing. Definitely make it a thing with some 10 scale rear motor cars, you know, to include the, and I gotta send you that picture, Kurt, of that RC10 GT. And I did look into that two-wheel drive gas buggy, the GB. That is a very, how would I say, that is different. And I want to say that was a, golly, I'm not sure if that was a, I don't. It was a niche thing for them, but I'm sure there's going to be probably a lot of people out there. But it's going to be more of a recreational vehicle in a sense. So, yeah, whole shots front, rear, hotness, stop racing outdoors. Yeah, I still got my rib tires. I got a brand new set of rib tires. Let me see if I got those things yet. Let me see. I think I do. What are these? Oh, these are for my oh, definitely need these. Definitely need these because I got another set of ribs. I got another set of ribs somewhere, but I do got my my 2-2 whites for my B4. And speaking of whites, yellows is what won world championship yesterday. That was a big thing that everybody was talking about. Golly. It's when it was called Hobbytown USA. These were these were $5.99 for my 2-2 fronts for my B4. So yeah, definitely this is for my B4. Yeah, I got some brand new rib tires. I gotta find them. I don't know how old they may be, but ribs. I'll put my ribs on there. So those will go for my B4. I'm gonna probably dig out my B4 later on. So I don't know who else is in here, Kurt. I do not even know. I can't even tell. I did put it on the Facebook page. If you want to share it onto the Facebook group page, hey, please do. Invite people or something. I can't do that right now because my phone is currently being used to video until I get a cam and stuff like that. So let me see. Let me see if I can share this. I can't even do it on here because I'm not even logged on Facebook on my computer. I don't trust my computer enough for it. 3 watching. All right, we got 3 people watching. Who else is watching besides Kurt? Who else is on there? If you guys are on, say something. Say hi. Say good morning. I got a feeling my fiance's on there because I'm going to get yelled at after this. I'm going to definitely get yelled at after this. I do got some slicks that are for clay. I got these from, I forgot who Mark? I got these from Mark. So I'll probably, he said these were horrible. So I don't know. Probably just get them all in there and all set up and stuff. But yes, if you're down, Kurt, I'm down. I'll probably, you know, I got a bunch of electronics and stuff. I do got extra servos, and all I got to do is just put this together and solder her up. And yeah, go ahead and check my ball diff on here. I do got some new ceramic ones that I can put on here. And check my discs, check my slipper discs, make sure they're good and clean. It looks like they are because I barely drove this thing. And the main person that drove this was, when I got this went directly straight to Isaiah, and Isaiah was using this to bash. And we'll go out to the park over here across the street where the school is, and yeah, he would drive this. But yeah, I think I could just go ahead. I got a bunch of shocks and springs and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I do got a bunch of shock, and I got a bunch of shock fluid too. So I'll go ahead and get this set up. I forgot how a dirt setup goes, so I'll probably have to look at some setup sheets and see what people are using. because I'm used to carpet, and I'm sure the setups are totally different. I'm sure the diff heights are totally different. So yeah, we'll go into that and get that all situated and taken care of because I do, like I said, I got my tires on here and stuff. I'll probably, like I said, I got some off-road ones on the for the fronts. I'll go ahead and put on here. So we'll have fun with it. I can't wait. Can't wait. Other than that, and then I think today I need to put some shelves up. That's what I need to do. Later on, when I get done working on the car, I need to put some shelves up. Um, my dogs upstairs are they're tearing up my trophies upstairs. They're knocking over my trophies, so I'm gonna just do a shelf. Probably keep the Hot Wheels there, but in place, probably put a shelf so I can put my trophies up. And that's probably where those will go because that way they're out of reach and I don't have to worry about my dogs getting to them because my dogs like to go on the top of the back of the couch and she likes to chew on her tennis ball, her little miniature tennis ball, and then drops in the trophy area and she tries to get it and it makes just a whole complete mess. So that's kind of my fault because of where the trophies are, but other than that, I'll get that all squared away. So, yes. Kurt, or anybody else that has a rear motor car, Ziggy, I know you got a rear motor car. I know Big Rich, I think you got one out there as well too. Anybody that's got an old school rear car, golly, I should update the turnbuckles on these. These are the old skinny small ones. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about, Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies. Does anybody know, Kurt, you've been out there a couple times, what are they, have you seen anybody race any of the GT12 style cars out there? If there are, let me know. That way, because I know Pan Car is not really working out there for the simple fact they're too quick. But if anybody's racing GT12 out there, please let me know. Please let me know. So, yeah, that's another thing. And then, oh yeah, I should have checked if those batteries will fit. So I got these batteries I need to deal with. Also, still building Charles's B7. I need to put the hubs on there, but I need to find my little ball things that go right here. I got one in, so I'll go ahead and get the rest of those so I can get his suspension and everything dialed in. Kurt, you'll be happy. He's on TLR shocks. So I do like the TLR suspension on this a lot. So, yeah. Oh, so the only on-road stuff he's doing, so he's not really doing on-road stuff beside Mini Z? Oh. I'm not talking touring car. I'm talking GT12, the slower. I know touring car is going to be way too quick for even Cole's downstairs basement area. I want to say the LMH will probably work, which is a 25.5, but I think the 21.5 is going to be way too much for Cole's tracks downstairs. So we'll see. Again, it all comes down to, you know, because I want to use the car to its full potential. So that's the main thing. So if I do have to drive the car, obviously I have to go to 5280 to get the full effect of the car. I think this car will probably go with me, or the MI9. It's one of the two that'll probably go with me on my next trip because over there there used to be an off-road track in Hawaii, but they closed that down. That was near the big drag strip and the oval track and stuff, and they closed that down for some odd reason. And there's a group of locals out there that are now doing JGTC and front-wheel drive RC car racing, and what they're doing is they're using the TTO2 chassis. I heard that they're also using the MST chassis as well too, so I'm not sure what they're using for the Hondas, but there are a lot of Hondas out there that race a lot of the EG and the EK hatches. I've seen one or two CRXs that are racing 10 scale, and then JGTC would be more like this is a GT300 car, but yeah, JGTC, they got their GT500 and they got their GT300, and yeah, this is their Autobox racing stuff. So this is my BRZ. Again, I do got my Tamiya TTO2, so again, that's a platform they race out there, but I'll probably bring my TC8 just to, you know, I don't know. I think those guys are still on brush motors out there racing that kind of genre. You can expect Me personally, I just want to turn some laps. That's all I want to do, and it's all asphalt. So I do got some asphalt tires that I will probably use out there. That all depends on if the trip even happens. Period. So, yeah. Anybody else on? I know Kurt and I've been talking and stuff like that. Anybody else out there? Yeah. So again, it was great to see you guys. I will probably do, like I said, I thought I was going to do a live yesterday in the afternoon, but I got connected to the worlds too much. And then I want to say this evening, definitely, I will be back on live again. I want to say probably around 6 o'clock Mountain Time. Make sure, I'm going to probably tag people in it and see if they want to come in on the chat so we can sit down and chit chat and then watch worlds at the same time. So, yeah, that'll be a thing that we'll do. I'll probably have worlds on the big screen here. And again, I'll have my laptop up here, and then, yeah, we'll watch the worlds. We'll see what goes on. Yeah, because there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. This says 3. We got some lurkers. Yeah, I guess we do got some lurkers. Probably Corey. I don't know. He's probably Corey. So we'll see. But anyways, Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation. I will see you guys. Again, don't forget our local treks here. Starting down in Pueblo, Cole's Hot Lap Hobbies, coming all the way up here to Colorado Springs. We have Matt Kyle and Faster Laps going all the way up to Denver, where majority of them are all at. Got JT. You got Justin over at Westminster Hobbytown. They do their racing as well, too. I forgot to mention him earlier. Graham Hill up there at LRC Raceway. Not to mention Eric Adams with the More Mafia, More RC out there. Again, a lot of tracks. Just all need your support. Keep on going. Make it alive. Make it happen. And yes, you are right, Kurt. It is lunchtime because I am hungry. I've been on a coffee diet all morning, and I do need to get something in my stomach. So again, Pikes Peak RC Arena race news around the nation. We will see you later on this afternoon around, I'm going to say, between 5:30 and 6 p.m. we'll be on live. I'll probably have Isaiah out here talking as well too, his experiences, and we'll go from there. All right. I will see you guys later. Take care. See you later, Kurt. Enjoy your lunch.